Power outage. The power just blinked off. Shut my whole computer right down. So I know nobody's gonna get notified because I did my videos today. So hopefully you find your way back. Hey, sorry, was that my power like blinked off and then turned my everything off on me? So we're gonna have to try this part too. I don't think anybody's gonna get notified at all. Did you get notified, Elaine? Probably not, eh? Probably not. I try to come back. Yeah, I know. It's Canada, Elaine. This time of year we get the heaters on and it's like brutal. Hey, did you get notified? My power went out. Like it just blinked off. Turned everything off. I was just sitting here talking away to the computer and then I realized that I lost everything. Good, I'm glad people get notified. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a mint right quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, we have a generator, but like when the power goes off, it waits 5 minutes before it kicks on. Because if it's just a power surge, like I used to have it set up that comes on right away, but then if a power surge happened and the power would come on naturally itself, then we get it right back. So I had to wait. I put a 5-minute delay on it, but it came back on. It came back on, said I was still on live, but it said I wasn't able to chat. So I figured I'd start another one. Continue where I left off. I was almost done too. So we'll do Aquarius. I still have the cards out here. So we're good to go that way. Ginger root. I'll try that. I usually honey and hot water. But yeah. So yeah, we'll have to. I'm gonna finish the two sides now. I don't know how I'm gonna, if I'm gonna mesh them together later or what. But we'll do Aquarius. So the first thing I have for Aquarius is some Leo energy, also some Aries energy, and some confliction. So what I see is I see that there was somebody that you wanted to move forward with, but they just weren't sure. Like they were feeling almost like they were defeated. I feel like this person is very shut off. You know, they are very to themselves. They're very shut off. And I feel like they had feelings for you. And that almost scared them. So it's almost like they backed away. But I feel like they are going to have a change of perspective here because I do see them reaching out to you. I feel like they were conflicted because they weren't sure if this is what they had wanted. You know, I feel like emotions for them is hard to express. So that's internal struggle because they don't know if they want to move forward. They didn't know. It was making them feel defeated. Having feelings for somebody had them feeling defeated. And some people close themselves off so long that when a real opportunity comes for them, they have a hard time seeing it. But like I said, I feel like they are going to find that motivation to move forward. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, so a lot of forward movement here. Also got some Cancer energy. So I do see them, a lot of very motivated to move forward. They are going to reach out to you. They are going to let you know, that they do want to take a chance. At first, they just thought it'd be a burden. It's almost like love would be a burden for them. So you're going to be dealing with somebody that has some pretty high walls. But like I said, they're going to change their opinion because they're going to want to be with you. And they are going to reach out. And I do see you guys moving forward. So, like I said, I feel like this is something that was possibly in the works before. It just didn't go anywhere because it's almost like they backed off because it got too real for them. Now you could be dealing with fire. We also got the Chariot with some Cancer. I do see you winning them over. I do see them seeing this for what it really is, an opportunity to move forward. But yeah, like I said, they've just been closed off so long. It's almost like it's a hard sell. But they caught feelings for you, and they can't ignore that. So yeah, they are going to reach out to you. So look forward to that, Aquarius. I feel like you won them over. I feel like they changed their perspective and realized that it'd be a burden for them not to move forward here. Like, it would just be something that they would regret. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I have to figure out how to put this together later. Pisces. What's happening for Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? Okay. So Pisces. First thing I got is someone from your past. Someone from your past has been working hard to get your attention. Like, they either want you back or they want a chance. But it is somebody from your past. They feel like you'd be a good fit. They feel like they might not have been on your level before, but I feel like they're coming back because they feel like they would bring a lot to you. They felt like before that you were the one bringing everything to them, and maybe you didn't see them for quite who they were at the time because of the fact that they weren't. We have that Pisces energy. I feel like you're going to see them in a new light. Like, they've worked very hard to come back, but it is somebody from your past. It is somebody They've been thinking about you for a while. They just didn't know how to approach it. We got the death card, maybe some Scorpio. But yeah, they were feeling defeated. It might be somebody that you might even turn down. Somebody that you might even turn them down, or you might have like turned them away. But they want to come back. Like I said, we got Pisces energy, some Scorpio energy. It was a matter of they didn't see what they had right in front of them. Before they didn't know what they had. They didn't see what they had in you. But now they're starting to see that. And not only are they coming back, but they want the Faith card is the Hierophant card. Yeah, they want it all. They're coming back and they want it all. I feel like I said, I feel like this is somebody you might have either turned away because they were feeling defeated. So maybe somebody you turned away, you turned down, but they're back. They want another go. I feel like they didn't take it seriously before. They didn't put in the right. They didn't put in the right, the right effort. Maybe they didn't treat you the way they should have treated you. They didn't see what was right in front of them. They didn't see your value. But they want to come back. They see you as a good fit for them. They see you as somebody that they want to be with. And we got the Hierophant card. So they don't just want to be with you. They got some serious forward movement. They want the whole package. I got the Sun card. So I feel like they made a lot of changes. And they could possibly, be legitimate here. I got a lot of legitimacy here. Like, they didn't take you seriously before. Maybe you didn't take them seriously before. This is always could be vice versa, but I do see it as something that, they felt defeated before. So either they didn't get a fair shot, they don't feel like they got a fair shot, they weren't ready. Either way, you didn't give them the time of day. Like, you shut that shit down quick before. But I feel like they're coming back. It's almost like round 2 coming. So keep an eye out for that, Pisces. And yeah. So yeah, that was some shitty. Well, some people came back. Yeah, like I was saying, I lost my power. Sitting here doing Aquarius and power went out. But the generator kicked in. So I got my power back. I came back and everybody was still here, but I don't know. I had to start over. Hey, what's up? What's up, Maverick? Yeah, I just got home. Figured I'd do it live. But yeah, I was just sitting here in the power. The whole screen went black, and I was like, great. I thought the power was going to be out for a while, but I just recently bought a generator. Actually, because Marky told me that you have a generator. So I went and bought a generator because last time we lost our power was for like 8 hours. So I was like, I'm not doing that again because the town an hour from us lost their power 2 weeks ago for 3 days. And when you got kids, you can't have no power for 3 days. Yeah, the power went out, but it kicked back on. Like the generator, like I was telling them, sometimes the power kicks out and then it kicks right back on. So the guy told me I had to set a timer on my generator so that if the power was out for more than 5 minutes, that the generator would kick on. But yeah, because he said it would mess things up if my generator came on as soon as the power went off. Because if it's just a surge where, like, if the power goes out, Like if there's a surge, you know how sometimes your power goes out and then like 20 seconds later it comes right back on? Well, if that happens and I had a generator set up to come on right away, it would just mess shit up. So yeah. But yeah, Mark was saying before, actually I think it was your first live, Mark, or we were watching, and I think you were expecting a storm, and you were saying how you had a generator, and I was like, that's a great idea. I should go buy a generator. Yeah. But yeah, I was just sitting here. I was doing Aquarius, actually, Mark, which is funny. I just started Aquarius. My power went out. So I don't know if I can mesh these lives together. I'm gonna try to figure something out here later when I put it live, because I don't want to put a live for 2 signs by itself. That seems silly. But yeah. So what's up? How's everyone doing? I had a lot more people. I guess that was their cue to leave. Yeah, I didn't know if it notified. Yeah, it does. That was the first time it's ever happened to me, so I was actually pretty lucky. But usually I'm not live when it happens. It happened to Rose, Rose once during the live. The power went out. It does happen though. I know. I see a few. I've watched a few lives and seen it happen. But it is what it is. So what's everybody up to on this Saturday night? Oh, you didn't get notified? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I put up some videos today, so I might have went over my limit. I'm only limited to 3 a day. 3 candies a day. So big night Saturday night or what? I don't know what's talking. Christina. I usually like wait till the end to start to have a talk. Like I go through all the signs and then I wait to the end and then everything got kicked out. And, it is what it is. You just finished your live? Oh yeah, I seen that actually. I was gonna go in, but I knew if I went in, I would never do this, and I haven't went live in like a week. I seen the Christmas hat. Yeah. I was gonna pop in, but then I was like, it's already like 12:20 here. Well, when I went live, it was like 11:30. I got home from work, and I was like, I gotta do this. Oh, I already did Aquarius. At the beginning of this stream, I did Aquarius. Hey, Juliana. Yeah, so I don't know if I can mesh this live together with the other live. I'll have to ask Rose, because she knows more about this than I do. Chilling with your furs. I don't have any furs. I wish I did. I'm not against furs, I just don't have any. Yeah, I don't think you can either. So I'm gonna have to put up a live for 2 signs. That's gonna be interesting. I'll just put it live part 2. We have 3 dogs. Manuela. Oh no, it's just dust in the air. So when we turn on our heaters, it's like this every year when we turn on the heaters because we have vents all through our house, so the vents get dust in them and they're almost impossible to clean. Like I do clean them, but there's parts where I can't get to. I can't see. So unless I want to rip down my roof in the base or like my ceiling tiles and all that in the basement, and then open up the ductwork and clean it all out, I should do that, but I never do. But as soon as the heat comes on, it starts blowing dust everywhere in the house, and I just get this. I don't feel sick. I just have this like congestion cough, which is annoying. And that's another reason I haven't been live much the last week. But here in Canada, it's been like hot and then cold for 2-3 days and then hot again. So it's like not getting used to it. Yeah, I hope you get better, Manuela. Sucks to be sick. I actually started, I drank apple cider vinegar. I drink a shot of that usually every day. And I find that helped my immune system. Like I don't get sick near as much as I used to. I try to get the kids to drink it, but they won't. Yeah, like here it gets, like today it was -8, but yesterday it was +12. So it's like such a big difference. It's annoying as you know what. AF. But yeah, I had to work and I get home and take a shower, and that's why I usually, but I got switched the days, so I think I'll be fine. Like I've been working nights, so it's been hard because I'm up with the kids in the daytime. Like we do stuff with the kids in the daytime. When like today, I was up with the kids earlier. We were all up and we went skating, and then I went to work. Like when I gotta work night shifts and the kids are home, like when they're at school, it's fine because I can actually get some sleep during the day. But when they're home all day, it's impossible. It's 37 degrees in Maryland. Yeah, I honey and hot water. Something my nanny told me. I usually try to do that. But yeah, so I got home tonight. The kids are at my mom's for the night because I'm supposed to paint. Me and Fierce are supposed to paint the living room. We're gonna help each other paint the dang living room. So I'm hoping I can stay awake for that. I'm feeling pretty beat already. Well, all the kids except for our baby girl, she's here. The boys went to my mom's because they love going to my mom's because she spoils them rotten. Yeah, I don't mind painting. I used to, when I was young, I used to do a lot of painting with a guy in town, just under the table kind of stuff, but it was pretty fun. I don't mind it. That was back in the days, you know. It was funny because all the painters that I work with, the guys that actually work for the company full time, I remember they used to smoke weed all the time, and they were real fun guys to hang out with because they'd just be like stoned out of their trees. And they used to tell me that like you have to smoke weed to paint because it's such a boring job sometimes, so you got to make it fun. But yeah, I don't mind painting at all. I think it's pretty cool when you can paint, like take a room or a house and just completely change the color. I always hated that when like sometimes we got a job where a white house, they wanted it touched up, or they wanted it repainted white. It's almost like if you're gonna paint the whole thing, you might as well go. I feel like if you're touch ups are fine, but if you're gonna repaint the whole thing, might as well paint something else. Like paint a different color. Like even if it's just a little bit of different shade. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be. You don't have to go drastic. Go from like a white house to a pink house or anything, but. Thanks, Manuel. Appreciate it. Yeah, but I know that it's but like I said, I got switched to days now, so I'll be able to do lives more. I like doing them. I like talking to everybody and getting to know all these people. Like I sometimes I look at it like the subscribers keep going up, but I know the same people. Yeah, good night, Manuel. I hope you feel better. Get better soon. You don't want to be sick at Christmas. That sucks. Yeah, like I get all these new subscribers, and I don't really have a chance to get to know people. Like I want to get to know all these people that are willing to give up their time to watch me for however many minutes they watch a day. And they watch videos and stuff. So I try to do lives and get to know people, and like I like doing that chat afterwards and get see what's up. But it's hard when you're working nights because you get home so late. Like I had a few lives where I was going on at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because that's the only time I had a chance to do it. Like I can't go live in the daytime when the kids are here because my kids don't understand what live means. They understand what scream, fight. My 2 boys, they're either best friends or they're worst enemies. And it can go from night to dark real quick, or it can go from day to night real quick. Like they'll play with each other and be best friends for days. And then one of them pisses the other one off, and all of a sudden it's screaming, yelling, blaming each other. And then 10 minutes later, they're back to being best friends again. So it's having boys is an adventure. I'll tell you that. Like, I don't know, having 2 girls close to the same age, but I don't know what that's like. But I know what it's like to have 2 boys. Like my brother has. Yeah. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, like seriously, and I just at first I used to try to break them up all the time, but now I just got used to like let them figure it out. Like, if it gets bad, like if they start throwing stuff at each other or something, which don't really happen very often, they don't really get out of hand like that. They just well, we put them in jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, last year, and I found that curved it a little bit because at least they get a little bit of thing. It curved it at first, but now I find that like I gotta stop them all the time because they're always trying to like do moves to each other, which is fun. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. But yeah, I heard girls like they're only 2 years apart, and I heard girls can fight just as well. I don't really have a lot of experience because I only have like my 2 sisters are 12, 13 years apart, so they don't really have that. And then I have like my brother has 2 boys and a girl, so there's no real 2 girls. There's no 2 girls there. My aunt, same thing. Most people in my family, they have a pretty diverse separation. My boys, yeah, they share a room together. Well, they have a whole basement, so it's not really a room. Like they have the whole basement. We used to have them up in a room upstairs, but they used to fight in Quinn's room. My daughter is right across the hall, and she was just a baby at the time, and they used to fight to go to bed. Like when I was at work, like if Rose tried to put in the bed, they used to like give her a hard time. They don't listen because Rose is a softie. I'm the one that has to be tough. But it works both ways though. I'm not like she's the one that has to be tough with Quinn. I'm never tough with her. I can't. I got a soft spot. She's just very cute. Like the boys, the cuteness wore off. They're cute boys, like you know what I mean. They were cute when they were babies, but that wore off for me. Now I know how to put my foot down. I don't even have to put my foot down. All she has to say is, "Dad's coming," and usually they'll go and do what they're supposed to do. But if I have to actually get involved, as soon as they hear me coming across the floor, because they have basement in the room in the basement, as soon as they hear me walking towards the stairs, they usually listen pretty good. Because I'm serious. Like, I don't believe in hitting your kids, but I will take stuff from them. I don't have any problems going downstairs and unplugging their TV and walking back upstairs with it. Like they're good boys, but that's what they like to do. Like at night when they're laying in bed, they'll watch a show and then they'll take advantage of that and watch it a little bit longer. But like I said, the beauty of flat screens is they're really easy to carry. Growing up, you know, when I was really young, TVs were a little bit bigger, so a little more work. But not now. Just go grab it. I seriously, I don't even say anything anymore. I just walk downstairs, grab the TV, and walk upstairs. But yeah, they're fun. Really different. It's fun. It's funny that way too because they're only 2 years apart, but they're so different. Yeah. Remember the old floor model? My nan had this old floor model. It was the heaviest TV I think it was such a big TV that she used it as she had all these at Christmas time she put her whole village on top of this TV. Everything was bigger back then though. She had a Hi-Five. I don't know if you guys not many people remember those, but she had a Hi-Five and a big screen TV, and that was a lot of stuff. The Hi-Fi was like this big record player that was the size of a friggin' dresser. But yeah, it's totally they're pretty good. They try to get away with more than they can. You know, I love having kids. I mean, my nieces and nephew. Yeah, good night, Mark. Thanks for stopping in. My nieces and nephews, my brother is 12 years older than me, so I kind of grew up with my nieces and nephews as younger siblings almost. So I got to be around kids from a young age, and I got used to how to deal with kids. And the boys are pretty much the same. My boys are pretty much the same. They'll take as much as they can get. And most kids do. They have to test their boundaries. They have to see how far they can push you and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't know. I don't like my dad used to spank me when I was a little kid. And I mean, I don't think I was abused. I just feel like I probably deserved most of it. But I don't feel like it did anything. I don't feel like it just made me afraid to get caught. But with my boys, I try to teach them I don't hit my kids. I would never do that. It's not something I mean, if I don't judge anybody else. If you want to, some people slap their kid's ass. I don't know. I don't do it. But I mean, I don't think a slap in the ass has ever hurt, broken a kid before. If you do it with love, I don't think it's. I think some people do it. But I'm not going to judge. Now, if you hit your kid in the face, I'm not going to judge, but I might call somebody, or I might have a talk with you, because I don't think anybody should ever, ever, you know what I mean? Like, my mom used to give me a slap in the ass to get me going, like give me a, slap in the ass. Or my dad used to spank my ass. He used to cuff me in the back of the head, like give me the old cuff, but it wasn't like a fall through swing. You know what I mean? I guess it's just, as long as you're doing it with love. I think if some people, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I just don't believe in it. I believe that, you want to teach your kid a lesson. There's ways to do it that I don't want my kids to be afraid of me. I want my kids to respect me. I want my kids to listen, but I don't want them to ever fear me. Like, I don't want fear in my kids' eyes when they look at me. I just take stuff. That's what I do. And I'm known to take stuff. And if they give me a hard time, I'll take it longer, or I'll take more stuff. One thing I do take from my dad is, when I was a kid, I remember he used to ground me. And when he ground me, he would take everything out of my room. Nowadays people ground their kids to their rooms. And like I said, I'm not judging. This is what you do. This is what you do. If it works for you, it works for you. But my opinion is, if you ground a kid today, they got so much shit in their room that they're not really grounded. My dad had the real deal grounded. When I got grounded, like serious grounded for like a week or something, or a month, my dad would take everything out of my room. Everything. He would take my clothes so that I didn't get bored and play dress up. Like, my dad was legit. My dad was in the military for years, so he was pretty strict. But I remember my dad, I did bad on a book report one time. And let's say I didn't fail. I mean, I don't remember what I got, maybe a D or something. And I remember my dad took everything out of my room and left me with a book and paper and a pen. And he wanted me to write a book report for him. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, I guess it worked. Never got a D again. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think everybody should take a little bit from their parents. As long as your parents were good parents and did the right things, there's always something we can learn from them. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some things we don't want to do with our kids. Like, my dad wasn't a lovable person. He didn't show affection at all. So sometimes I feel like I might be too affectionate with my kids. Not to be too, not too affectionate, but my oldest son is 8, and I'll take him. I drive him to school, and when I get out of the truck, I give him a hug and a kiss. And I know he doesn't like it anymore. Like, he acts like he doesn't like it. I don't know if he does, but I still do it. Before he's allowed to walk away, I want a hug and a kiss. Tell him I love him, and I'll tell him in front of his friends. I don't care. Yeah, so that's one thing too. Like, there's kids in my son's school that have cell phones, like 7-6-year-old kids, and they're just staring at these damn things, and I'm just like, drives me crazy. And I mean, it's not even like my kids, we allow them to play video games. We have a TV in their room, but it's only allowed, they're only allowed to watch it so much a day. Like, usually they only watch a show before bed. Like, I usually let them watch, like on the weekend, sometimes we'll sit down I'll sit down with the kids and we'll watch cartoons. Because I had that when I was a kid. Most of us did. Saturday morning cartoons. Nothing wrong with that. And it's not even so much the people that allow their kids to watch TV all the time. It's more what they're watching. Um, I remember my son used to watch this show called Little Einsteins, and as he was watching it, he would repeat things and he would pick up things, and it helped. So some of it does help. Some of it is educational children's television. I mean, we had Mr. Rogers growing up, or shows like that, and everybody had their shows that they grew up. Not all shows are bad. It's what you allow your kids to watch. YouTube. I think honestly, I think there should be a way that it should only be for adults, because there's a lot of stuff on there that kids can access that they shouldn't. There's lots of things that are good for kids. There's lots of shows on YouTube that are good for kids. And it is fun for kids to watch, but it's so easy for them to get into something else, and it's not necessarily just the swearing and stuff. If you put an age lock on it, that'll keep all the adult content, so-called adult content, away from them, but doesn't keep everything away from them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I still see shows get through the system that aren't shows I want my kids watching. But it's a new world. We didn't have that when we were kids, so it's hard for parents nowadays because kids have it, and it's hard to not allow them to have any access. And then you gotta come to the point where you decide how much access is too much access. And it's new for us too. I mean, when I was a little kid, we had Nintendo, and we had a bunch of shitty games, and nobody really cared, and everybody was outside. And now they got so many new advanced games and shows and computer stuff. It's so much to do. So no kid wants to go outside anymore. There's not enough time in the day for them to do all their gadget stuff. So it's hard. I mean, the internet's good and the internet's bad. It's hard. It's kind of when I was a kid, if I wanted to know what India looked like, I had to go to the library and get a book about India. And now all you do is press a button, and you can live stream India. You know what I mean? When we were kids, you wanted to know an answer to something, you had to go explore. It was like an adventure to find out the answer to something. You had to go find a library, get a library pass, find the right book, actually read words, read said book. Now you want an answer, you just type it into Google. And I do it too. And I mean, it is easy and it's great because we can learn so much faster, and it's weird how fast it came along. I think about when I was in high school, it wasn't even that long ago. But in high school, we had a few computers. Now it's almost like every kid in school has a computer. A phone is a computer. I don't know. The world is changing. And it's changing at a pace that's so much faster than it used to. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I didn't have Google. But I mean, it's hard to say anything about Google because you can find out something. If your kid's sick, you can Google the symptoms, and which sometimes is the worst possible idea you could do for anything. Because, oh, my kid has a rash. Oh, they're going to die. Google can make things worse, for sure. Sometimes I search things and it gave me the worst possible outcome. I got a sore on my side. Oh, you could be having a heart attack. You know what I mean? It went to the worst possible. But I mean, like I said, I don't know how many times I look up home remedies. If you have a toothache, home remedy, You couldn't do that before. You had to call your grandmother or your mother and ask her what the old wise tales, home remedies were. And there were some weird ones. But now you can find out what everybody's is. And, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, the internet's bad and it's good. I mean, it has good qualities and has bad qualities, but it is what it is. I mean, like I said, you could, you can talk to people. That's cool. Like my mom used to live a few hours away, and my kids could FaceTime them anytime they wanted. Like, we couldn't do that as kids. We had to actually, we can only. I only see my grandmother, once a month, but now they can see her every night. So that's cool. But I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, there's predators on the internet. There's bullying on the internet. There's all this stuff that we never dealt with, like cyberbullying. What's that? Like, see, the thing is, I don't get that. But like, I'm trying. Like, my niece told me about this, like cyberbullying, and I was like, see, I don't condone it, but I don't understand it either. Because I mean, myself, if somebody said something mean to me on the internet, I would either just close it or ignore them. But I mean, I'm pretty thick-skinned. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, like there's a lot of people that, take things to heart too much, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, see, when I went to school, bullying stopped when you left school. Like, I didn't get bullied, but I knew other kids that I knew bullying went on a little bit. But now they can bully you when you're home. And it's sad. And that's one of the downfalls of the internet. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get off. It's late. Thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks, Elizabeth, for modding for me. And Elaine. And have a good night. Good night, Juliana. And I don't know who else is in here, but I only see us talking. But everybody else have a good night. Be good. Stay safe. Be good to each other. And like I said, I'm on days now, so I'll be doing more lives. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys, have a good night.